Hey everyone, this podcast is part of Story Mode, the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed. You can support us and gain access to other great exclusive podcasts like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman by heading over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed, which is spelled like it sounds.
Hypecast mit Tom Reimann und David Bell.
Hey!
Fucking nailed it.
Yeah. We're delightful.
We are fucking, oh my gosh. Let's just...
We're
what?
we're delightful.
We are
we're
fucking wonderful.
We're delightful.
Look at us, you guys.
I wouldn't ask for another.
Yeah, exactly. We're grooving in the heart because
Mhm.
that's where it is.
That song legitimately is in my current workout playlist.
What is this song?
Groove is in the
Delights,
heart.
grooves in
Delight.
the heart. The chills that you feel on my back.
It's in
No.
it's in season 2 of Big Mouth.
I couldn't ask for another.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
With Q-tip in it.
We're already starting.
This is 100%
this is
going
the-
into the
Oh,
This
all
is
of
our
this is going in.
content,
Yeah,
right?
this is all of this is going in. Are you
Like,
kidding me?
I
Yeah.
shit you not. Normally when I'm here recording, I'm like at a table, studious with my notes and shit like that.
Right.
I'm literally lounging on Dave's couch, holding the microphone like I'm in a weird stand-up special.
Yeah.
oh,
well,
that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. we Hi everybody, welcome to Hypecast. We
we got to do the actual. So Hypecast!
Hypecast.
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 Hypecast! It's the first Hypecast of the new year. I'm your co-host Tom Ryman.
2020. I'm your other co-host David Bell.
And I am cancer of the show, Jeff May.
Hi.
And I am
Hi,
a
Jeff.
third person in this room.
Yeah, we're really like chilling out, coming into the new year.
Coming into the new year in a lackadaisical fashion.
Yeah. Well, we're recording for like 3 hours tonight, and so I whipped out like the nice comfy chairs.
Yeah, you did.
Because I knew it was like, our butts. We gotta protect our butts.
We got to protect our tender asses.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're lounging, it's like, now my attitude is fucking.
Our sweet peaches have got to be cushioned.
I have
Exactly.
shifted. I've pissed 40 times today.
He has.
Oh my gosh.
I
Can
woke up this
confirm.
morning and I peed and it was a yellow stream and I was like, that's not going to work for me.
Sure.
So then I consumed like 2 gallons of water today.
Yeah. That's good.
It's a
I've
lot of
pissed
water.
like 4
Water's-
times since I got to Dave's place. And that
Yes.
was like maybe 40 minutes ago.
I kept saying he had a tumor or something. Like it was like there's something going on in there that's like pushing the piss.
Oh yeah, pushing that piss.
Pushing that
Are you
piss out.
taking a piss?
Yeah. What are we
I
doing?
like
What is this?
everything that where this all the places this has gone.
Welcome to Pisscast.
Pisscast.
Welcome to Pisscast.
Pisscast.
Where we follow up.
We look at jars of piss.
Superman has to answer for this piss. Stupid movie.
Oh shit! I haven't listened to that yet, but I'm very excited about it.
He can make this piss hot from across the room with his hot vision,
with his hated vision.
with his laser eyes, making
There
his
is
piss
a-
hot.
Batman versus Superman has a thread in it about piss.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a thread, like a
Yeah, there's a
whole
lot of
thread.
piss. There's a lot of piss play.
and like they kept it. It was an unnecessary thing to keep in there, but I'm really glad they kept it.
It's
in there.
artistic vision.
Zack Snyder's artistic vision involves a lot of piss.
Yeah.
Involves Holly Hunter
It's
playing
piss, piss, and grandma's peach tea.
Grandma's piss tea.
There's piss tea. Hey, who put this piss on my desk?
Hey, why is there piss in the Senate?
Oh, that movie's terrible.
I know.
It's so
I know.
good.
We did. I think Jeff said that's the only Snyder cut any of us want to see is the scene where Jesse Eisenberg creeps into the Senate chambers and pisses in a mason jar.
Oh yeah, you think he pissed in the jar like in the Senate?
I think so.
I
Just like
like to think it
on a
was
long
outside
road
the
trip where he
room.
had to piss in
Yeah.
a mayonnaise jar. He's just like cramming his dong in there, trying
like
to
to
fill it up
picture-
real fast. Sorry.
I like to picture him being outside of the courtroom area, but like in the hallway, pissing in and then sneaking in and like kind of sloshing it and getting a little on his
Yeah,
wrist.
oh, for sure. I mean, I hope that's what happened, but like he's trying to recreate tea, right? So it doesn't have to be still warm.
It's a nice steeped piss.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is what we call a crossover episode. By
It
the way,
is.
Yeah, full on.
if you
Yeah.
want to hear more, check out the Patreon exclusive episode of Batman vs Superman. On
Check
Tom
out
and Jeff Watch
Pishcast.
Batman,
Yeah.
featuring Adam Piss Brown.
Pishcast. Adam Pishboy Brown.
Adam full of piss brown.
Oh.
Oh man, we are off the fucking rails.
Well, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I have a segue.
Okay.
Right.
Speaking of our Patreon,
Oh yeah.
I'd like to do a shout out to some of our Patreon producers
They produced a lot of piss.
who are our producers of Hypecast.
Oh hell yeah.
We got a new one this week by the name of Aaron Burser.
Aaron
You
Burser.
You might recognize him from he was the producer of our Briscoe County podcast. He was the producer of our Tremors podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And now he is a producer of Hypecast. Welcome to this special family.
Producing this cast.
Yeah.
He's like, I wasn't
this piss
expecting this
family.
much piss talk on my episode. I got to be 100% honest.
Oh, no.
No,
he
I
knew.
think he was.
He knew.
That's a
This was a request.
It's a disclaimer we mail out to everybody who elects to be a producer tier. We're like, now you have to understand there's going to be a lot of piss talk.
Yeah, there's going to be... It's yeah.
And
It's
it's
gonna be
not
piss talk.
It's not going to be staggered out at all. Like one week
Correct.
you might get 10 seconds of piss talk. The next week it may be 30 minutes.
It may be this specific week.
It'll average to like a certain amount of piss talk per year, though.
What's the mean of piss talk?
I don't know. Someone's got to figure that out for us.
What's the difference between the mode and the mean of piss talk?
Someone listen to all our podcasts and determine how much piss talk we have in it.
This is
Other producers that I just got to give a shout out to is David Knife Boot Henson.
Knife
Knife
Boot!
with 3 exclamation points.
Oh yeah, fuck me up, knife
Knife
boot.
Boot.
my
Knife
man
boot.
earned those.
Christopher Robert Sparts Esquire. Great
Yeah.
name. So many names. Too many names.
Topher Bobby Sparts. Is that right?
What?
What was his name?
Christopher Robert. Yeah, Topher Bobby Sparts Esquire. Yeah,
Esquire.
you got it.
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah, we can bail
He's
us
our.
out.
Yeah, one day he will be our lawyer. I know who to call.
When the FBI shows up after all this piss talk.
Uh huh.
To get in on it.
Heard you're talking about piss.
Another producer, Mackenzie, Righteous Hand of the Lizard People Chill.
Oh fuck yeah, I love that guy.
Yeah, doesn't sound too chill.
He's
to
got
be
the
the
best
Righteous Hand
shoes
of
in
the
the
Lizard.
fucking game, dude.
He's got what now?
He's got these really awesome pink shoes that I'm fucking jealous of. He comes to Mint on Card.
Oh, and you see his shoes?
He's a local guy. I fucking love those shoes. Buy me those
Oh.
shoes. I'm a 13.
Great shoes, Mackenzie.
Let's make those shoes happen, Mackenzie.
Yeah.
well,
Use
you
your
see I like those shoes.
use your righteous hand of the lizard people to get Jeff some pink shoes. What are you doing?
I 100% almost bought a pair of shoes off of Instagram today.
I think you should.
They were $149.
They looked like
that's a smart purchase. That's a good investment.
What's
they
something I can't try on that's probably shady as shit? I'll take it.
They looked like the like black suit Spider-Man's shoes. Like they were really
look
nifty
so
looking.
cool.
Yeah.
Like and Dave and I were both like, well, I'm not a shoe guy, but I really like these shoes.
Yeah, they're really cool shoes. Shout out to Funky J,
Yeah.
one of our other producers. We decided that the J
Funky
stands for
J?
Jesus, but we could change that if we want.
Funky.
Yeah, it could be Funky Jesus.
Here's where my lounge brain is going right now. My first thought was jizz.
Funky
Because I'm
Jizz.
a fucking jerk off right now.
Sure. You're like spread eagle on my couch.
You'll notice
right
I
now.
made sure my shoes were not on your
Oh, I don't give a shit, but
on your
thank
couch
you.
though.
I appreciate that. I appreciate the thought. Final shout out to Pie Guy. P-I, no E.
Oh,
So like the math.
boy, what an
Pie
up
guy!
to down situation that was for me.
We've decided this is Darren Aronofsky.
It's Darren
probably.
Aronofsky, probably. Who else would be
Man.
such a fan of pie?
I used
Yeah.
to love pretending to love that movie.
I haven't seen it in ages. I shoplifted that movie
Oh,
and
yeah?
almost got caught.
You
but
got
I didn't
caught?
I didn't get caught. I almost got caught because I was at a media play
Ooh,
Yeah.
no.
and I shoplifted the VHS of that, and I had cut the thing that that sets off the detectors.
Yeah.
I cut it off with a knife,
Mhm.
and I put it in my backpack, and it still went off.
There's two, man.
the
Sensor.
anti-theft thing.
Yeah.
And so they were like, "Can we search your backpack?" And I was like, "Sure." And I like discreetly got the VHS out of there.
How did you
and they
do
looked-
that?
Because I know sleight of hand magic, Tom. So I was
so
like-
you sleight of hand, you palmed a VHS?
I palmed a VHS
How
out
big
of
are
there.
your
Jesus Christ.
fucking cat? Yeah,
Well,
the
here's
catcher's
the- all right,
mitt
here's-
hands?
Here's the thing about sleight of hand and palming. It's about angles. So it was like, all I needed was this clerk to not see the tape. Not for everybody in the fucking media play to not see it. So I palmed it in a way that was like, from her perspective, she couldn't see it. And I set it behind a counter, and she went through the bag and there was nothing. And then we ran it through the anti-theft thing, and it kept going off. And it was like legit, just like
Something
glitch.
like a weird.
Yeah, it had
Glitch, yeah.
nothing to do with my dirty deeds.
Mhm.
And I
Technically
left.
done dirt cheap.
They were
Yeah.
being done dirt cheap, yeah.
Yeah. So like it was like God stepped in and was like, "You will not get that VHS of Pie."
God, huge Aronofsky fan.
Yeah, big Aronofsky
Yeah, how can you not
fan.
be after Noah?
Yeah, that's true.
I
A
can come
fanfic.
up with a couple of reasons why.
Oh my God, what are we doing? Are we talking about trailers?
We're talking trailers, baby.
Eventually we will.
Okay, we could do it anytime. We could do it anytime.
We'll get there when the hell we feel like it, that's for
All
sure.
right, but shout out, thanks to all our goddamn
all
producers,
of
our hype
wonderful
producers.
new Hypecast producers.
yeah.
I'm
Thank you.
excited about this tier. I think it's going well.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like
Yeah.
it.
It
I like
doesn't
it
make
almost much as grand as peach tea, which is sometimes pish.
Which is sometimes, at sometimes the worst times, pish. Talk about a double downer.
I can't interrogate Superman with a jar full of pish.
How's Superman going to be held accountable when you're busy blowing up pish?
It's going into, like, you guys realize you're creeping into Mr. Garrison a little bit?
That's kind of the impression she was doing.
Yeah.
Holly Hunter. What if I talk like an asshole the whole movie? Go for it, Holly Hunter.
Is that not her regular voice?
I feel like she's been. I mean, it could be her real voice. She also could be doing a 38-year bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's because she's from Kentucky. She's supposed to be like a farm girl from Kentucky that became a
Right.
senator. So she really foghorn leghorns the shit out of the way she
Right.
talks.
Oh my
Remember her in
gosh.
Copycat, where
Yeah.
they were like, we need to. It's great because that movie is like just basically copying Silence of the Lambs, and it's called Copycat.
And Holly Hunter's impression, my impression of her is my copycat of my Jodie Foster impression.
Right, exactly. And they were just like, we need a Jodie Foster,
Isn't
so
that
let's
right,
get Holly
Dr.
Hunter.
Lecter? Iron sulfide, Lewis friend, fool's gold. Your anagrams are showing, Doctor.
Oh God, we've gotten a lot done here, you guys.
Look, man, we're talking about movies
listen.
technically. So.
That's true.
Listen, buddy, we're getting a lot done.
All right. I'm going to
This is
introduce.
the kind of shit people tune in for. I'm going to be.
It's true.
100%
No,
honest.
I'm not. Look, nothing about this is wrong.
This is what we call color.
I'm not like, come on, guys, let's get to it. People are like, oh, what about the trailers? You know, like I don't think people give a shit about the trailers, right?
Can we also talk about how Lex Luthor really was dehydrated when he took that piss?
Well, it needed to look like
that
tea.
is some hot, sickly piss.
Well, it needed to look like tea, so he had to dehydrate himself in
Did he go on
order
a
to
cleanse before
Yeah,
he did that?
anti-cleanse.
Like
he
a- yeah,
drank
like
like
a-
a shitload of Mountain Dew and
This
energy
piss is
drinks.
full of toxins.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, Mr. Luther, I'm concerned for your health. I don't think you're getting the proper nutrients in your diet.
It looks like cider, man.
Piss
You
shouldn't
okay?
be this color.
So she drank it. She didn't. She didn't.
No, but
No,
she,
she doesn't
really
drink
should
it.
have.
She doesn't drink it.
No.
Does she bring it to her mouth?
No, she just like looks at it and gets scared.
Okay.
Because there's nothing scarier than a mason jar full of piss. Okay, so when I was...
She must have smelled it, is what I'm getting at.
No, she looked at it.
But like
saw
nobody
And,
smelled
like,
it in the
noticed
room.
the color,
Like,
I guess.
yeah.
I don't
If
know.
there was a jar of piss in this room, we would be like, "There's a jar. I can smell a jar of piss in this room."
Yeah, a hot jar of Granny's
Yeah.
peach piss. This is essentially a deleted scene from the podcast.
More or less, yeah.
More piss talk.
We got to get our piss average up. So,
much piss.
you know,
You got to crick it out on the free episodes, man.
yeah, we started at the beginning of the year, so now we don't have to do as much piss talk for the whole
That's
year.
true.
Here's a
That's
question. In the quiet place, how do you piss?
Very quietly.
That's a good point.
It was a good segue because our
Solid
first
segue,
trailer
yeah.
is A Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah!
And another
I believe it's
movie about
technically pronounced part deux.
Part 2. Sorry, everybody. Cillian Murphy, or Killian Murphy,
Cillian
whatever. Who gives a shit? Doing another like fucking gritty apocalypse.
Right, they traded their John Krasinski for Cillian Murphy.
Well, he's still directing.
He is, yeah. He's directing, and I believe he
JK.
wrote the
He'll-
script. But
He'll
Yeah.
probably be in a couple scenes, I think.
Yeah,
he might be in a flashback. Yeah,
It starts with a flashback, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
true. Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about this. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I'm fine without it.
I know we did our Quiet Place, Tom, our pod, our pod.
yeah. We did. We just watched on it.
And like I think I was the only one who just didn't care for the movie, and I still don't really
you
care
pissed?
for it. I was pissed. I didn't find the movie that great. I don't know, and so like I'm not looking forward to the sequel. Kind of for that.
It has a
reason.
very Walking Dead vibe to it.
It's very Walking Dead. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the conceit of the trailer is it's like
the real monster is man.
exactly what manner of beast is man. Yeah, like
Yeah, which is dumb.
it's the direction that all of these movies go in. Every single
Yeah.
one.
I guess you kind of have to have
there's
that
not-
be
yeah.
like that's the universal. That's like the hero's tale, but for like sci-fi.
Right.
Like you
Here's-
have to do that. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here's the thing about that. In a zombie apocalypse, there's a lot of downtime. And it becomes a thing where it's like, yeah, man, you know, the government's gone and we're all fucked and everybody's going crazy. This is like, there's just big fucking crab monsters.
Yep.
And so it's like, are we worse than them? And it's like, no, they're
No,
worse.
the crab monsters are probably worse.
Yeah, the crab monsters are the problem. Everybody focus on the crab monsters.
Yeah,
There's
let's-
still a problem.
Let's keep focused here. Let's not worry about
Yeah.
you know.
It's not like the it's not like it's winded down.
Yeah,
you
like-
know? It's like, no, we're in war. We're at war with the crab people.
Yeah,
like people
we're
in
in forever
trenches
war
don't
with
turn
the-
on each other.
Crab people.
Yeah,
we don't-
it's just like
We
no.
don't need like, oh, I got a rape cave. Like, let's hold off on that. People,
Yeah.
the crab monsters can hear you in the rape cave.
Exactly. If someone was doing that, the rest of society would be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing? There's crab monsters.
Yeah, that person wouldn't.
We're
last
just
very
going to
long,
shoot
huh?
you in the head and keep going because we don't have fucking time for your bullshit." It's a crab war.
Sea War.
We're in a quiet crab war.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. This is just it. I think the first movie was like regardless of my opinion on it, I think it's got that like 28 Days Later thing where it was very gimmicky and not necessarily in a bad way.
It's an episode of The Outer Limits, is what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the moment you start expanding on the mythology, it's going to get
Yeah,
dumb.
we don't need this, John.
Yeah.
We got your first one, and I get you probably made a lot of money to do this. I'm not mad about it either
Yeah.
because I'm like, hey man, make your money.
Yeah, and it's keeping him out of doing weird like pro-war propaganda films
I mean,
because
no,
that's
it's
like the
not.
other thing he does.
No, it's
Mhm.
not because he's still making Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan is also, I think, pro-war. I love Jack
Oh,
Ryan,
hell yeah,
but
it is. It of course is.
propaganda. Yeah, it's just weird that John Krasinski he makes two things, like brooding horror movies and then like pro-America, pro-war propaganda.
I really did not like how much I liked 13 Hours.
I didn't see it.
It was like
It's-
really, it's as far as Michael Bay movies go, it's like well made.
Yeah,
It is not the worst. It's like firmly in the middle of the stack as far as Michael Bay movies go. It's embarrassingly jingoistic,
Oh,
Sure.
for sure.
and it kind of plays a little fast and loose with the facts. But
right. That's his Benghazi movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's the one that like played at rallies and stuff.
Yeah, nobody needed to hear Michael Bay chime in on Benghazi.
Yeah.
I saw it on Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's so romantic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Saw it on Valentine's Day with a girl who was friends with the guy in it.
Yeah.
So she's
Which
like, let's
guy?
go to that.
John
One of the
Krasinski.
guys. One of the white guys.
There's so many white guys in that.
One of the Iraqi terrorists.
Oh,
Or not Iraqi, but you know.
it's like a weird quasi Office reunion because one of the other handlers is
Roy.
Roy, yeah.
Roy's in it?
Yeah,
Roy is in it.
It's Jim and Roy, and they're just kind of not mentioning Pam the whole time.
Nope.
Weird.
They're fighting side by side.
I might have to see that piece of shit.
Without Pam, they get ripped.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Pam's been holding them back physically.
Is this like a world where like did Pam die and they found
become
each other
military,
in
yeah.
grief and then they just got ripped, super ripped?
They got super ripped and then joined the special forces to become Navy SEALs.
I like this. I like this
and
continuity.
they're also then they become like they're mercenaries. They're like Blackwater.
Right. Jesus
Cool
Christ.
Blackwater.
Yeah.
Fucking Michael Bay. So yeah, Quiet Place Part 2 seems, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm sure
it's-
I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's the trailer had a cool opening. The car shot that was cool.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I'll say-
man.
It might be his cinematographer, but JK, he seems like he's a decent director. The Krasinskis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't
I'll
know.
agree with it. Like A Quiet Place I don't think was badly directed.
No, I don't think so either.
I enjoyed it. I understand your problems with it, but
Right.
I enjoyed
I
it
feel
for
like
what it was.
for the lack of a CG budget they had, they could have CG'd those animals a little better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially for this second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you can make it better, you know. You don't have to do
I'm sure they gave you a little more money this time
It's like,
around.
No.
they
we wanted
blew-
to make it. We wanted to make them look like they're animated.
Yeah,
onto the film cells, like Roger Rabbit.
they blew their money on that Cillian Murphy budget, where they're like,
Yeah.
because he'll do
He's
your
pulling in
movie.
that red eye money, baby.
Yeah, he'll
Yep.
do your movie, but if you're gonna give him a scraggly ass beard, that's all your budget. That's why
$40 million to get him on that.
Uh huh.
Well,
Yep.
also, Jimon Hansu is in there.
Right?
Oh,
And they
Academy
never-
Award
it's like-
nominee.
It's like for a split second, Marvel's Jimon Hansu.
Mhm.
Captain Marvel's, actually.
yeah. All right. Let's go to the next one,
Yeah.
which is called Faith Based.
It's like an interesting trailer. 'Cause
Right.
they
It's like
just
it was like
read-
the trailer to what was it? Revenge? Or was just reading off the trolls' comments to the
Yeah.
trailer.
Yeah.
There's been a few trailers like this, and I
Mhm.
get it, but I also like it's just the writers or directors being like, "Hi, we were going to do a trailer, but everybody was upset about our movie, so we're going to read all the comments on Fox News." And it's like, "Oh, that's funny, but I kind of want to see a trailer."
But this is smart because they'll make a trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll make a trailer,
It's
and
a
this
teaser.
costs them nothing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, they filmed this in like 25 minutes.
yeah, and this
Right.
movie is essentially it's about people making a religious movie because they make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah, and it's not a bad premise.
No, that's a brilliant premise.
Yeah.
It's also a real thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing
Yeah.
is and they say it in this trailer. They're like a bunch of people commented without even seeing the film, and I don't know how to articulate this. If the film is a fair and balanced look at faith-based movies, it should completely bash them, right? Like,
Yeah,
rarely is
yeah.
a faith-based movie actually made in good faith.
No, yeah,
it's the same
Um,
thing as like Christian rock albums.
Right, and it doesn't mean anything about religion.
No,
It's just an industry that's predatory and
yeah, it's
greedy.
predatory and cynical. And I think Maggie did a video on these. Didn't
She did, and it was
Yeah.
very good.
Yes. Yeah, her
Uh,
videos are great about stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody check out Maggie
Yeah, Maggie
Mayfish's
Mayfish.
video.
Maggie Mayfish.
She does the whole thing on these Christian faith-based movies, and they really are they're just such a
They're very cynical. They're very cynically done. Like,
Yeah.
they're not done in good faith. Pun,
no, not at all.
not intended, but welcomed and accepted.
But we're all over that fucking pun.
and
so
enjoyed.
I don't know. This,
Pun. pun relished.
I guess that's what I meant by being frustrated that I wanted to see a trailer, because I really like this premise, and I was like, "Oh, just I want to see it. Show me the thing."
It's kind of like the South Park episode Faith Plus One.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
God, that's a great episode.
It's such a good episode.
They went myrrh.
Yeah, they went myrrh.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And
what
Cartman
a good
screams "fuck Jesus" on stage.
Ah, so good.
It sounds like you love Jesus, but
Sounds like you really love Jesus.
Love Jesus.
I'm gonna get down on my knees and start pleasing Jesus.
Yeah.
Want to feel the salvation all over my face. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
I really wish they would stop making jokes about trans people.
Yeah, I man, I haven't watched South Park in fucking ages, because I was at a hotel and it was on, and like I caught bits of like a new episode and it was exhausting. It was just, it seemed, I don't know.
I actually really enjoyed it.
My hotel experience.
Yeah, I loved.
The new season stuff.
I really liked it. The Tegrity Farm stuff.
I don't even know what that is.
He basically
It's
made
Randy's farm.
He made a weed farm in Colorado.
Yeah.
It's an excellent.
I heard
season.
Randy has become a star. Like
Yes.
He's the main character this season.
Yeah.
He's the Homer.
yeah.
You know,
he's become Homer. Yeah.
I don't know. There's
Simpsons did it.
It's something about how they miss the mark so much about certain things, and then I agree with them on other things, and it's weird to say, but it's like I'm just kind of tired of it. I'm tired of their opinions and hearing them.
That's fair. You're
and
never
the
going to agree.
abrasiveness in which they give
That's
them.
true.
Well, the thing, that's kind of their move, though, is
Right.
that they don't want everybody to agree with them all the time, because that makes them seem like they're fucking pandering.
Right. And the thing is, it's not really about, it's not their fault. It's sort of me. Like, I think I've just kind of gotten older and because I used to love South Park. And I think just after a certain amount of time, I don't know, the tone. It just
Well, you're
started
older
rubbing me
now
the wrong
too,
way.
and
Yeah.
you've got more experiences, and
Yeah, I don't
you've
know.
worked in comedy for longer, so
Yeah, there's something, I don't
there's
know.
a lot of ingredients as to why you don't necessarily buy
Right,
into
you're
it the
gonna
way you
have-
did before.
Yeah.
Right. Because you have your own experiences now to be like, I don't quite agree with that.
It's not
Also-
even, yeah.
Also, you're a real stupid asshole, Dave.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
It's not even, I
You're
don't
a
know.
dumb
Doesn't matter.
crybaby little fucker.
You're a real fucking J.O.
Oh, God damn it. Why do you gotta, I know it in my heart, but you don't have to tell me.
You don't get to say these things to my face.
You got
Yeah.
hate in your heart, let it out.
I'm a little
Oh, man. This next one was like,
I'm super excited for the next
like,
one.
I'm not super excited for this, but I'm like, oh, this could be like the long shot for me, which is like a movie
Yeah.
that I had no idea was going to be as good as it is.
Well, this is called Downhill.
Mhm.
It's who's in it? Will Ferrell.
Julia
Julia
Louis-Dreyfus.
Louis-Dreyfus.
Right. I heard about this movie and I thought like it sounded exhausting, but
It's Fox Searchlight too, which is like kind of important to know
right.
because it's
Yeah.
Right. Those are the details.
They've said that Disney has said they will continue to release things through
Yep.
Fox Searchlight, which is
good.
It's
I
good
thought
news.
I thought this was going to be a zany comedy, and then it's the
Well,
writers of The Descendants. They won an Oscar for that movie, I believe. It's the guy who plays the dean in Community is
Oh,
one
yeah,
of the
he's
directors, and the
you
guy.
mean the evil sidekick in Sky High?
Yes.
Jim Rash, right? Isn't that his name?
Yeah, and the other one is fucking the guy from he's been in all the Broken Lizard stuff.
Jay Chandrasekhar?
What the fuck is his name?
Because that's the only one. Ironically,
damn
the
it.
only name I remember is the
No,
hardest to pronounce name.
he's not a Broken Lizard person. He's just been in them a lot.
Oh,
This what is this called? Downhill.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
just gonna look it up.
Well, Tormund Giantsbane is in it from Game of Thrones.
Yes,
that's
he
right.
is.
Yes, of course he is.
Nat Faxon.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah. So the people who are making it are like great comedians, and
Yeah.
then they're great writers, and they've like behind the scenes sort of like written a lot of stuff that I like.
Yeah, well, it's funny too because comedians are really good at writing drama.
Yeah.
So like, and it's a lot harder. Like when drama people write comedies, you get stuff like the side stuff on Studio 60 on the Sunset Strip,
Right.
where you're just like, this is bad.
Yeah, but the other way around does seem to work.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
yeah, because comedians, like, comedy is the hardest
Because we're
part
better.
of
Yeah, we're the
creating
best.
something and knowing timing and knowing how to write a script in that way. It's very difficult. So to then go to drama and add your already expertise in comedy, it makes sense.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we have harder jobs than
better.
all the other people on the planet.
Yeah,
Right.
we're better.
We're the greatest creators
Superior.
in history.
Yeah. No, that checks out.
No, I always knew it. Like,
Yeah.
I always knew it.
I was
Well, we're the
suspected
most
it.
talented.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. You know, just the most raw talent.
Better
Like,
quality
pure-
of a person is us.
Like unadulterated talent.
yeah.
Mhm.
Don't
Um,
adulterate this talent.
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
But the premise of this is great, which is that they think they're about to die in an avalanche, and the family and Will Ferrell runs for it and basically abandons his family, and then the whole movie is just them unpacking that
Yeah.
of like, why
Dealing
did you
with it.
abandon us? And I that's wonderful. Again, it's very much that style of these writers.
It kind of seems like something that, like, if Sandler wasn't doing Uncut Gems, he would have done this.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like one of those classic, like, good Sandler dramedies.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely they reached out to Sandler for
like
this.
Spanglish.
Like Spanglish. I love Spanglish.
Yeah, or Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah.
and,
Mhm.
you know.
But especially Spanglish.
Yes.
Primarily Spanglish.
I love Spanglish is like here's my appreciation of Spanglish is that when Sandler does like a serious movie, it's always like really groundbreaking and like holy shit. It's Punch Drunk Love where he plays like he doesn't just play a normal guy. It's Reign Over Me where he's like, oh, his family died on 9/11 and he's like an introvert. Spanglish, he's just a guy and he's just like a guy trying to figure shit out in like this
Yeah.
weird
Funny
and it's-
People he's amazing in, too.
Oh yeah.
Man, what a mislabeled and mispresented movie that was.
Yeah, that's
That-
true.
really don't care for that movie, but he was pretty good in it.
I mean, I
I like parts of it.
went in expecting it to be hilarious, so, like, my experience was very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. Downhill.
Downhill. Our
Yeah.
next trailer,
Downhill.
we talked about this in movies that deserve more hype, but it's actually now getting the hype it deserves.
It is, yeah.
Gretel and Hansel.
Gretel and Hansel.
Yeah.
From Hansel.
It's a horror movie based on the Jeremy Renner movie from 2012.
That's correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they just switched the names.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that movie? Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Remember
I've seen it several times.
Remember Hansel and Gretel when they decided to make it Van Helsing?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Remember when Jeremy Renner was like doing stuff like that, like in things?
Yeah.
He was like action star Jeremy Renner.
Remember when he was in Tag and they just made him an action star
Oh yeah.
in a comic?
That's the fucking
Remember Tag?
weirdest. Tag is the weirdest movie I've seen in a while.
Which is why I think it's a very brilliant movie.
Yeah, that ending is
Just the way
shocking.
it ends. What the fuck?
The ending was horrifying.
No
Oh,
spoilers.
Okay,
If you
no
haven't seen
spoilers.
it.
Man.
Tag.
Yes, no spoilers for 2017's Tag,
Yeah.
2018's Tag.
But this, I don't know. I'm excited for this Gretel and Hansel. It's
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's what's her name? From
Alice,
Ghost Story.
Alice Krieg.
Yeah. Just playing the role she was born to play. Just playing evil witch.
Just a
Creeping
scary
out.
ass lady in the woods.
Yeah, creeping
Scary,
out the
shitty
girl
witch.
from It.
Mhm.
It's all great.
Mhm.
In a triangle house. You ever know someone in an A-frame house? You don't trust anybody in an A-frame house.
They're very Nordic.
yeah.
They're very northeastern European.
Yeah. Well, okay, hold on.
Scandinavian.
I don't want to offend Nordic Scandinavian
Dutch.
people.
I do.
If you're in a community of A-frames, that's one thing. That's the norm.
Like anywhere in Pennsylvania.
All right, but we have like where I'm from in Massachusetts, there's just one fucking A-frame house, and it's
Per
like don't go
town.
near that fucking A-frame.
And it's
Right.
always somebody who's about fishing.
Yeah, you don't like if there's an A-frame house in a town of non-A-frames, you don't go near it. And I think that's important.
That's a good rule.
That's
It's
like a
good
house
rule.
that has a lot of windows
Oh,
That it's like one of those houses where it's like all like future looking, and you're like, what the fuck's this guy do?
Yeah, what's going on in there?
Yeah.
Because like if I can see through that house, you have a secret basement.
Yeah.
Like it's girl with the dragon tattoo.
Yeah, where you
it's
fucking,
Ex
bro?
Machina. Yeah, it's like there's something down there. You're too transparent. You're pretending to be transparent.
Yep.
Not to be trusted.
So Gretel and Hansel.
Yeah.
Don't trust them.
Gretel and
Yeah.
Hansel.
I mean,
don't
it's I guess they got to do it.
It's like gritty.
I feel like it's an unnecessary movie, but I'm fine with it. I think all movies are pretty much unnecessary except for the Taken movies.
Yeah, the director did was it The Blackcoat's Daughter
Mhm.
and one other, and so the director's done good horror movies. So, like, I agree with you that it feels unnecessary. Except I like the director, so I'm like,
I like that it has to be Gretel and Hansel because Hansel and Gretel happened relatively recently. And
Yeah.
It was a fucking turd.
you think some producer was like, just swap the names, it's fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is 100% what happened.
I just assume that there's a reason they did that. Like,
I feel
Gretel
like-
is a bigger character in this.
I feel like this movie happened because of the bad one.
Maybe
Somebody
yeah.
was like, no. Okay, let's do a real thing.
Yeah, it might. I think maybe this movie partially happened because of the witch too.
yeah, it
becomes
definitely
the
gets some
witch.
witchy vibes.
Well, yeah.
Real witchy vibes.
hmm
Ooh, witchy vibes.
Nice.
He's got the moon in her vibes.
Is that a real song?
It's Eagles,
Mhm.
baby.
Oh, I don't know Eagles.
Witchy woman. Oh, you don't know Eagles?
I
Then
know.
fuck
I
you.
know of Eagles. Like,
I've seen
if you
Eagles.
played me Eagles songs, I wouldn't be like, oh, that's Eagles.
I thought you would know.
No,
Is
I'm
it,
bad at music.
is it bland yet somehow good rock and roll from the 70s?
What?
It's Eagles.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's a good thing to know for the future.
Like they're like for some reason great and also for some reason decidedly average at the same
Right.
time. It's like a fucking anomaly. That's why their greatest hits album is one of the greatest selling albums of all time.
Because it's
'Cause
just
you can't
pretty
figure out.
good.
Why is this good? I don't know. It's not, but it is.
So is it all like store managers? Like, I need something to play.
Kind of. It's very innocuous. It's
Yeah.
very like, even though it's fucking, they're legendary monsters.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Don Henley. Especially.
Don Henley and Glenn Fry were fucking just terrible people.
Right. Well, eagles are garbage animals too.
They
Generally,
are.
yeah,
yeah.
They're just big dumb assholes.
The only reason we like them is because there's not many of them. Like, but if you go to Alaska, no one gives a fuck about eagles. They're everywhere, and they're
Yeah,
just
they're all over the
rats in the
place.
There's
sky.
videos of golden eagles like grabbing fucking goats and just throwing them off cliffs.
Yes, it's one of the funniest things they do.
It's
Because
like-
if I were a bird, I would do that all the time if I could, right?
Yeah, I mean, you know,
Yeah, obviously.
eaters got to eat. You know?
Yeah. And it's like, why bother attacking him?
Like,
I'm
yeah,
just gonna
what do you
fucking...
think an eagle's gonna eat? You know,
Yeah,
like a burger?
yeah.
No, man.
Well, no, that's the thing. In Alaska, they're trash animals. So there's like videos of like them going through dumpsters, like literally eating burgers. They're pigeons
They're
in
the
Alaska.
seagulls of Alaska.
Yeah, they're just garbage.
They're just giant jacked pigeons.
Yeah, they're assholes.
Of course.
Fuck eagles.
Wilderness is always great when you're not near wilderness.
Right.
Like wilderness is a wonderful concept.
Oh, every time I go back home, because I lived in a rural area in
Yeah.
Massachusetts, it occurs to me living in a city. Suddenly, I realize like living in the wilderness is so much scarier because the things that
Mhm.
attack you there, they don't
Mhm.
just want like your wallet.
No, they
like-
have to survive.
Yeah, they just want to kill and eat you, and
Yeah.
there's no compromise.
Yeah, you accidentally stepped near where they pee,
Yeah.
so now they have to kill you.
yeah, exactly. And there's just nothing you could do about it.
Yeah, that's why I'm really afraid of deep sea mammals.
Oh yeah, fuck the
Like
ocean.
I'm really fucking afraid of water mammals. Like I'm not afraid of sharks because when a shark attacks you, it's usually like, oh, this guy fucked up. He didn't mean to eat me.
yeah, it's a
but-
misunderstanding.
But like when a whale attacks you, because that whale wants to fuck you up.
right. Well, yeah, like an orca is just the pricks of the sea.
Yeah, they're real
Yeah.
bastards.
I also, if I was killed by like
It's
a
like
blue
a
whale,
motorcycle gang in the ocean.
yeah, yeah. I never want to get killed by an animal that's so big they don't even notice they killed me.
Right, it just
Right?
kills you by accident.
Yeah.
You ever go on a whale watch and you see one and you're like, I don't want to go on this anymore.
Yeah. No,
This
I don't
thing
go
is-
in the ocean.
This is the size of the boat.
Like, I've talked about this a few times. It's literally, you can't even drink the water in the ocean. There's nothing in there for us. It doesn't want us.
I like swimming in it, though.
No.
That's why it keeps kind of throw you out when you get.
Yeah,
when you
it's
step
trying
into
to
the
throw
surf.
you out.
It's trying to throw you back.
It doesn't want us in it.
It's like slapping you. It's like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Trying to bounce your ass
There's
out.
nothing in it for us.
Yeah, man. I watched a video on When Animals Attack when that was like a Fox special when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Of a beluga whale pulling a diver like into the deep sea. It's the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what the hell we were talking
kill
about.
them all. Huh? Gretel and Hansel. Let's
Gretel
get to the
and
next
Hansel.
next final trailer. Disturbing the Peace.
Oh, man. Boy, when I
Oh,
watched this,
boy.
I was like, give me this movie now.
I'm
This is
so
dad
excited.
porn.
Guy Pearce versus Devon Sawa.
I am so happy that Devon Sawa has been showing up in things.
He has been.
Yeah.
I think Twitter had something to do with that.
He was on
right?
Escape Plan. He's in the Fanatic?
The fan.
Like, he
And-
regained a lot through Twitter.
Maybe, yeah. I'm Twitter buddies with him. He follows me. I follow him. No
Well,
biggie.
fuck yeah, man. Shout out to Devon Sawa.
Devon Sawa. Yeah, I love
Friend
him
of the
being a
pod.
villain too.
Yeah.
He's a villain in Escape Plan and in this, and it never occurred to me that it works. He's sinister.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then you got old salt and pepper Guy Pearce
Yeah.
being the sheriff of a small town that Devon Sawa's trying to rob with his gang of outlaws.
Yeah.
This is The Last Stand.
It is.
And
Yeah,
I'm
it's that Arnold movie.
I'm here for it. I love this. I like me some Guy Pearce
Sure.
because he just has no barometer for what he's too good for or what he isn't.
Right.
Too good.
He's
He's the Janine
he's-
Garofalo of this decade.
right. He's always great, and his presence in a film is no indication of how good it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. He was in like a Luc Besson prison space movie, and
Right,
then he
that-
was in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Right, and he's amazing in both.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like an actor who's just like, he's there and he's like, all right, let's do it.
Yeah.
I like,
I love
I'm
it.
good to go.
I
Yeah.
fucking love it. And this is a movie that he 100% should have passed on, and I'm so happy he didn't.
Yeah. This is why I have the same thing with Nicolas Cage, where it's like he can't say no. And for that reason, he's in incredible movies and he's in terrible movies, and it doesn't matter to him.
Yeah.
And
He's
they all of them bring us so much joy.
Yes.
Paycheck's a paycheck, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just- He'll just stumble into amazing movies, and for him, he's just like, yeah, I just got to get paid. Let's do this.
It's funny to me because
I'm wearing a hat and fighting a panther. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, was this
Hey.
piss?
Sounds pretty cool.
Who pissed in this jar? Who pissed in the jar?
Oh man, why didn't Nicolas Cage get that role?
Yeah, get the Holly Hunter role.
Yeah.
It could have been him, yeah.
It could have been.
Imagine the
he's-
slap in the face of him in a Superman movie
Exactly,
as
yeah,
a fucking
he might have been
senator
too
that
bummed about it.
explodes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I
man.
could have been this guy.
I could have been Kal-El.
You couldn't have.
Never would have worked.
You really never had a chance.
No.
I know they got you dressed up in a costume with that wig, but it wasn't going to happen, Nick.
That must have been a great day for him too. He was gone home that day. Like, this is. He must have been so excited.
Did you ever see
Oh,
that?
of course.
Did you ever see that?
the one that
the
Schnapp made?
documentary by John Schnapp.
No.
The Death of Superman Lives. What happened? It's amazing.
Yeah,
He
I
gets
wanna
Kevin
check that
Smith
out.
and Tim Burton both on that.
Jesus.
fucking documentary.
And he gets John Peters,
And John
too.
Peters, yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
John Peters.
Yes.
Holy shit! I
No,
gotta
he
watch
gets
that.
everybody
That's
I
great.
think he
except
gets
Nicolas
he gets,
Cage.
Yeah, I was going to say he gets everybody but Nick Cage.
It's the only movie Nicolas Cage wasn't in that year.
Yeah, that's. I mean, he's also the person who's like point of view I need the least about that Superman.
I was going to be
Yeah.
Superman.
Yeah, that's
All
the
right.
story, and then he wasn't.
And then he wasn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Man, I gotta watch that now. I didn't realize John Peters is.
It's
that's
fucking
huge.
great. It's a great documentary. Shout out R.I.P. John Schnapp.
Yeah.
No,
I've hosted several panels about that specific documentary,
Yeah.
and I love hearing more about it.
I covered it on Cracked a while ago.
It's so good.
Yeah,
It was one of the first massive Kickstarter successes, too.
yeah. I think I gave to it actually. It's. I mean, shit. I gotta watch that. I
I
can't.
hope you
believe
got
I
your
haven't
reward
watched it.
because you probably aren't anymore.
Wait, what?
Said I hope you got your Kickstarter reward.
No, I don't care. My reward is the movie getting made.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted.
Folks,
And
we're...
there's nice glass of piss.
There's a nice glass of hot piss. Don't drink that. It's piss.
I'm going to steal the Declaration.
We got to steal the Declaration of Independence.
and piss on it.
That's how you get the map.
We got to take this jar.
You
We got
gotta
to take this
piss
jar
on
of
it.
Superman's piss and dump it on the Declaration of Independence, and the map to Krypton will appear.
Remember the movie where he where Nicolas Cage fucks his wife in a teenage girl's body?
Yes.
Okay. Between Worlds.
Between Worlds.
That's a movie
yes.
that exists.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta watch that again.
He fucks the teenage girl who is his wife's soul in a teenage girl's body while reading a book by Nicolas Cage.
Right, yeah.
God, I got to see that movie.
You gotta see that movie. It's madness.
You kind of do.
Yeah. Can't
It is,
recommend that movie enough.
Gibberish.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to news stories.
Yeah, buddy.
Sure.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. Let's do
buddy.
it.
WandaVision has been moved to 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I
Fuck
put
yeah,
this
dude.
I put this on here only because I think Disney Plus, I think what happened is they got The Mandalorian done and then they realized they don't have anything else to
Oh, yeah,
offer.
we need to keep people here because they're not watching
Yep.
that Balto movie.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think they pushed this up, which is interesting because apparently Doctor Strange, the next one, which I'm
Yeah.
excited for, is
It's supposed to be like very horror elements.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to set up this show, but now this show is coming before Doctor Strange. So I don't know what that means for anything. It must have not mattered that much.
Yeah.
That Doctor Strange, it's Multiverse of
Yeah,
Madness.
the multiverse
Yeah.
of madness.
It made me realize that, like, if they're introducing multiverses, which means I
That-
think
this is how you're going to get your Miles Morales and
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and if needed, this is how, if it comes to it, they can be like, Robert Downey Jr., here's another $100 million.
yeah.
Because it
Yeah,
occurred
or
to me
he'll-
like,
I'm surprised you're not saying and the X-Men
and
or
the
the
X-Men.
Fantastic Four.
Yes. I just realized that they've introduced time travel, they've introduced space, and now with the multiverse, it's funny because they've given themselves so many wild cards in terms
Yeah.
of writing, where they're
There's a
just
lot
like,
of doors
we
with
can
doorknobs
do
ready to be
literally
opened, yeah.
anything at any point.
Yeah.
Fuck
And
yeah,
that's-
dude.
Yeah, good for them.
I'm glad this is being moved forward because I'm really excited about this
Me
fucking
too.
show. I
Yeah,
like
it
that.
sounds crazy.
I like that the Marvel universe, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, can take some risks
Yeah,
because
Mhm.
they've been very safe in cinema,
Yeah.
yeah.
so that they can get fucking weird. Like Doctor Strange is one of my favorites because it's so fucking weird and beautiful,
It's a lot of fun.
and this kind of presents that opportunity. I think.
Also, so Vision's going to be in this, I assume.
Yes.
Yeah,
By the name.
I think this is going to come into how powerful she really is.
Yes. Well, I was thinking because I watched Age of Ultron recently. Vision has the lifespan of like a gerbil in the Marvel universe.
Yeah,
like he
kinda.
shows up, is what seems to be the most powerful creature ever, and dies like 2 films later.
Yeah, but not before paralyzing James Rhodes.
Right.
Yep.
Not before just like kind of doing nothing good. He not only dies, he gets exploded by the one person who loves him, and then gets reversed
Brought
into
back to
time
life so he
and
gets-
killed a second
So he got his
time.
brain ripped out of his
Yeah.
forehead.
Brain torn out of his head.
Like Vision does nothing.
Dude, that's like top 10 bad days.
Yeah.
Is that one day in Wakanda?
So like it'd be nice to see Vision get like
Don't forget,
Stuff
he
to
got
do.
woken up out of surgery to deal with that.
yes. He got willed into existence. He got created. Only and it's just really funny because watching Age of Ultron, they're like, this is a new era. Look at this guy. And knowing now that it's like, no, he's not going to matter and dies
He's
very
too powerful.
soon.
He's like kind of like he's basically Superman. He's Martian
Yeah.
Manhunter.
Yeah,
and like
they
that's
knew
an overpowered character. You got to kind of bring him down.
they had to get rid of him. Like how
Which is why you
Captain
have to
Marvel
make
is
Scarlet
like,
Witch, like she's so powerful.
Yeah.
that you have to play with that. You can't just.
Mhm.
yeah, and I'm excited to see Scarlet Witch, but like I feel like she's gotten more of an opportunity to actually do stuff in this.
Yeah,
and whereas
she keeps
Vision
fucking
has
Thanos up.
yeah. Oh my God! Watching Endgame again, she fucks him up so much.
Yeah,
Like, not just beats him up, but like starts tearing him apart, and
Yeah.
he's like scared.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
She's girl's 108 pounds.
Yeah, she's like the only person who can take him on.
Yeah, him and then Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Right.
I love that scene where he fucking does he headbutt her and she doesn't do shit? So he grabs the fucking Power Stone off of the glove and just drills her in the face while holding on to it. Man, that's a great fucking fight scene.
Yes, it is. Both of those movies, watching them back to back recently, are a symphony of writers figuring out ways to make characters that are too powerful not be there, though.
Mm-hmm.
And they do it pretty good. But like the one part that doesn't work is in the first one, in Infinity Wars, where Scarlet Witch is just like, you need to sit and watch Vision.
Well, that's
like,
what they literally call that out.
Yeah.
She fucking throws him up and
they're like, why didn't we have her
Okoye's
this
like,
whole time?
She's like, why was she up there this whole time?
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, good fucking question. Yeah, I don't know. This will be fun.
I can't wait. Yeah, I'm glad it's being moved forward. Here's another thing that I can't fucking wait for.
The next thing?
Yeah,
the New Mutants.
Yeah,
New Mutants.
Finally gonna get another trailer, gonna be released, and apparently with the original cut of the director. So
with the theoretical original cut, because it was already sent. It was sent back for reshoots.
Right.
So like, which original cut?
What the fuck happened?
I mean, I assume it's apparently, from what I understand, the reshoots never actually happened. They were planned but never took place.
Right. So that's because here's the thing: this movie's been delayed for so long,
for 2 years now.
Yeah. What is wrong with this movie?
Disney took it over. The thing about this movie, do you know anything about this?
Okay,
it's basically the closest thing you're going to get to a horror movie in the X-Men universe with children.
I'm so excited about
Disney,
that.
When they got Fox, you can understand that Disney was like a little trepidatious about creating a Marvel Universe film, because they're in the Marvel Universe. They're the New Mutants.
Right.
That's outside of the Marvel Cinematic Universe that involves horror and children.
So this is, I think, is this the corporate equivalent?
Well,
what?
It got delayed before that.
Yes, because they
Twice.
planned to reshoot it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this the corporate equivalent, though, of like all your friends being like, hey, let's go out to dinner and then go to the movies. And then it's like, oh, let's meet at Greg's place first, and then we can carpool. And they're like, okay, let's do that. And then someone's like, well, I'm going to be at this time and I'm going to be at this time. And then it's like, okay, that won't work. And then you talk for like 10 minutes and then it's like, okay, let's all just meet at the restaurant again. Is it that where someone stepped in, they're like, okay, let's reshoot this isn't right, and it just all got so fucked up that in the end they're like, okay, let's throw it all away and just do what we originally were.
I feel like Disney inherited this thing. It's essentially cost them nothing, really, because they just bought a movie. They don't need to spend more money on reshoots.
No.
They could just be like, well, we have this thing that could make $200 million that all we have to do is just put out there.
Right.
Or $300 million. Like, they just have something that will make a lot of money, starring very popular child actor or teen actors.
Right.
It's the fucking kid from Stranger Things, like the teenage brother from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Fucking Maisie Williams is in it.
Yep.
Like, why wouldn't you put this movie out?
Right.
The only reason you wouldn't is because Disney doesn't want to put an almost R-rated superhero horror film, but then they just fucking announced Deadpool.
Yeah.
So like, why not? Now?
I think, I don't know. The other analogy I want to do is I worked at a diner and I remember there was new management and they showed up and they're like, we're going to clean this place up and make some changes. And this diner had existed since the 50s. And then after like a month of exhaustion, they were like, all right, everybody just do the things you were doing to begin with.
Yep, it's fine.
And I think that's also Disney stepping in like, all right, we're going to make some changes. And then they're like, you know what? Let's not fuck with this.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Fox wasn't going broke.
Yeah. Let's just do the thing that was coming out.
There's nothing worse than when like a diner has to clean its griddle.
Oh, I remember it.
But it's like the flavor of all the food disappears, and it's like whenever like a shitty diner ends up getting hit by the Board of Health, the food becomes immediately worse.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the dirt is what makes it good.
Fucking grime.
Yeah,
there's nothing
the dirt
better.
gets its flavor.
There's no better flavor to add to a grilled cheese than grime.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the cigarette ash. Oh God,
fuck yeah, dude. I want pancakes that have a slight hint of onion.
Oh, 100%.
Like that is 100%
Oh, yeah,
something
where
I
it's-
like. Where
yeah,
it's the home
everything's
fries
all-
and the
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think the New Mutants is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
excited
like home
for it.
fries at a diner.
I bet there's some sort of problems that spawned the reshoot idea in the first place, but I think overall this is probably going to be a very fun movie.
Yeah, Disney
right?
could just be like, "Fucking put it out, man. We have literally nothing to lose."
Yeah, who's making it?
Mm-hmm. What do you mean? Who's making it?
Who's the director?
Josh Boone.
What has he done?
The Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, that doesn't fill me with confidence.
I was like, "This tracks."
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
So how about this hashtag, huh?
Hashtag release the JJ cut is trending. Because apparently, all right, this is hilarious. So I
Yeah.
guess there was Rise of Skywalker had a cutscene with Hayden Christensen, and I assume Ewan McGregor, like all the Force ghosts, or actually when Rey has them all talk to her,
Yeah.
they were all going to show up, and apparently. Fans of J.J. Abrams can't understand why Rise of Skywalker was a mess, and they have just assumed that it's corporate meddling and we need to release the J.J. cut. But as the article I linked points out, there's no evidence that there's a J.J. cut.
Yeah, this isn't Snyder deciding to back out
Yeah.
after meddling in his dead kid.
Right. This is just J.J. Abrams. Like, this is what he does. Like,
Yes.
this is on. It's not. I didn't watch this movie and go, this isn't like J.J.
Yeah.
Abrams.
No,
Where's
this
this-
is
where's this-
absolutely
Where's
like
this
him.
patented style?
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking
So yeah, it's people are dumb.
people. Yeah.
And there's another story. It's like, oh, there's a cut scene that explains Palpatine's how he survived, his origin. It's like, well, that might have been good to leave in the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Lot
there's
of-
all this shit that's like they came out last week with like, oh, there's going to be a bit in the novelization of the film that's going to explain what the hell that exchange between Lando and that woman was at the end of the movie.
How you
Yeah.
doing, baby? Remember that time I got my fingers inside of you?
What a weird fucking scene. Because the reveal is that apparently it was his daughter. It was supposed to be his daughter or something.
Apparently,
But like, if you're not going to have that in the movie, don't have
Yeah.
that scene.
don't cut that exchange. Like
Yeah.
at the very least, it's this movie is such.
The movie's a fucking mess. We don't have time to talk about it
We
now.
don't have time to talk about it.
But-
But it's like, Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe if I have to like play Fortnite and like read the novelization and know about all the different cutscenes for the shit in your movie to make sense, you fucked up.
It's
Yes.
just a bonus.
It reminds me, it was something that I wrote for Cody at Cracked a long time ago that was about J.J. Abrams, which was, it's really funny that it's still happening, which was, I forget, it was about the Cloverfield stuff or something, where it was a video of just like signs you've made a bad movie. And one was, if you have to go online to like read what happened in the movie, you made a bad movie. And that was like a thing that was happening with like the Cloverfields and stuff where like, this is what this means and this is what was happening. And it's like, shouldn't ever have to consult. I don't need a walkthrough guide for a movie. Like, it should never be a issue.
Right. All the information should be there.
Yes. Oh, God. Fucking.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I could talk for days about that fucking movie. But
Yeah, you could.
yeah. That's it for news, you guys.
All right.
It is. It is it for news.
What you got, bro? You got any movies you want to
Dave.
talk about, bro?
Dave,
Yes,
Dave,
yes,
hold on.
Tom.
hold on. Do you have any movies that deserve more hype in this year of our Lord 2020?
No. Yes.
You don't? Okay,
No,
good. Let's
yes.
go.
No,
Oh.
I do. I totally do, Tom. It's called
What luck?
Come to Daddy.
Mm.
Not based off the Aphex Twin music video song. That's horrifying. This got Elijah Wood, so you know it's gonna be fucking crazy.
It's gonna be weird, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah, it's gonna
Elijah
be weird
Wood,
as shit.
man, he's going
He
wild.
took that
lately.
Lord of the Rings money and just fucking threw it in the air and ran through it.
Yeah, he's great. This is a Rotten Tomatoes score of 95%. It's gotten a lot of reviews, like 40 reviews. It's, I think, played at some festivals. It is like a horror/comedy. The director, whose name is Ant Timpson, fucking great name.
All right.
He is the producer of such movies as Housebound, The Greasy Strangler, and Turbo Kid, which I don't know if people have seen those movies, but they're a lot of fun.
We had a fan recommend The Greasy Strangler.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past the name.
That's a hard one. That's a toughie, The Greasy Strangler. Turbo Kid is the one I recommend the most because
I see it on is it Hulu or Netflix
Maybe.
or something?
Turbo Kid is a very much like a Paul Verhoeven, that 80s futuristic style, like a love letter to that, and the villain is Michael Ironside for that reason.
I like that.
Yeah, and it's about like kids in the apocalypse on bikes who are fighting Michael Ironside. It's got like a Mad Max feel. It's a lot of fun.
Michael Ironside.
Yeah.
That's a quality Verhoeven pull.
Oh yeah. He's the best. So this movie is about a guy named Norval, played by Elijah Wood, who gets a letter from a long lost father, and shows up at his house to meet what's his name, Stephen McHattie.
Stephen McHattie.
Yeah, as his dad.
Who's that?
He played old Night Owl in the Watchmen movie.
Oh, he's
And
a
also
very
he was
old
on-
man.
Yeah.
He was on Seinfeld
And he, as you'll see in the trailer for this, he's just seems to be drunk the entire trailer. Like he's slurring, he's weird, he's violent. He doesn't seem to know why Elijah Wood's there, why Norval's there. And things just get really like, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolfy? Like it's just getting really like weird and tense in this reunion. And then none of the reviews want to spoil it, which makes me think it's great. Because all the reviews are like, we won't tell you what happens.
It's like Parasite.
Yeah. But then something happens.
Yeah.
He discovers something in this guy's house, and it turns into like a different movie entirely.
That's all I want to
from
know.
what's in the trailer.
I want
exactly.
you to stop talking about this right now.
Well, that's all I know.
When can we see it, David?
That's actually a good question. I normally have that written down. Hold on, let me look. It was been compared to like early Peter Jackson, which really gets my attention. February 7th of this year.
Ooh, it's just around the corner.
It's just around the corner. Guys, check out the trailer. I think the early Peter Jackson should be the thing that makes you go, that perks you up. Probably very bloody, violent, weird Elijah Wood. You got a hobbit, and he's it all takes place in like one location from what I hear. So yeah, check this shit out. Have I ever led you guys astray?
Yeah, you have.
You can trust me.
I'm not sure.
Rarely.
You can trust Dave.
It's happened, but
It's rare.
I think they've all been good.
Sure.
We're mostly been good.
I don't follow up on all of them, to be honest. I try. That's true. But
You
many
hype
movies.
movies and you don't even see them?
So many movies.
You're a real piece of
I
shit.
did this for Cracked as I had a weekly movies that deserve more hype, or it was like a every 2
It's
weeks.
like a monthly.
Yeah, and it was like 6 or 7 movies. And like ultimately it was like I can't fucking go find all these movies. Yeah. They're movies that look really good. Like that's what it's about. These are movies that no one's talking about that just look really fucking good.
I like movies that look good.
Yeah.
Same.
Come to Daddy. Check it out. Google Come to Daddy, and I'm sure the first thing you'll get is the trailer for this,
it'll
pop something
right
that'll really disturb you.
Type in "Come to Daddy" video. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That'll make sure you get the trailer to this film.
Come to Daddy, adult.
Adult.
Yes,
that would be a different one.
It's a movie for adults.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys, that's a sode.
Sure is.
Holy cow!
It's a sode and a half.
It's a good sode.
First sode of the year.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Glad I could be on the first Hypecast.
Yeah.
Of the year.
I'm glad you could too,
Jeff,
man.
thank you so much.
Thanks for being on it.
Wait till you guys hear my new rates. Out of control. I'm so glad I could.
It's okay. You're worth it.
No, I was glad I could be
You're
here.
worth it.
True.
Yeah.
Where can people find you? Plug your
Well,
stuff.
you can
Say
check
what you
me
want
out
people to check out.
You can check out Sideshow with Sideshow Collectibles every other Tuesday. Most recent guest was who? Gamefully Unemployed's Tom Ryman.
That's right. I was there.
I did.
I got to see all of their expensive toys.
We did a tour.
Did you pocket anything, Tom?
They are much too big to pocket.
Damn. Just break a finger off.
That stuff is dope.
Sure.
How dope is that cafeteria, though?
That cafeteria is amazing.
It's like an all-vegan cafeteria.
Oh,
It's
shit.
fucking dope as hell.
And everything is free.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
So that being said, you can check out Sideshow Sideshow as well as some other stuff. I host an Unsealed and Revealed where I watch a grown man play with a toy every Monday afternoon at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time live. I get to do that. That's real fun. What else can I tell you about? I got a bunch of stuff with Adam Todd Brown on Unpopular Opinion. That's really fun. You can check out Tom and Jeff Watch Batman on the Gamefully Unemployed Patreon. And, of course, support live comedy. Mint on Card is the second Friday of every month at Blast from the Past on Magnolia in Burbank. And we have our 4th anniversary show Friday, January 10th. Yeah.
God damn.
That lineup is so brutal. The first 2 comedians alphabetically are Adam Conover from Adam Ruins Everything and Dana Gould. This is the first 2 alphabetically, and then going down, it's just like Jenny Zagrino and Kira Sultanovich. It's just a brutal lineup.
I should go to that.
That's one you're gonna want to go to.
Yeah, that sounds fucking great. Holy shit.
And it's free.
And
Okay,
it's free.
go on.
It is free. Dave, now you go.
I am here to plug our Patreon, patreon.com/gamefully unemployed. We have exclusive podcasts on there like the aforementioned Tom and Jeff Watch Batman. We also have Fox Mulder is a Maniac. There's going to be a free episode of Fox Mulder is a Maniac this Sunday.
It's a rare free episode of Fox Mulder is a Maniac,
Yes.
and I like it.
I'm very excited about it.
I love this show. I love this show. Like, I laugh out loud listening to this show. I really like Patreon exclusive podcasts that you guys do. Like, 'cause obviously I listen to Tom and Jeff and Fox Mulder is a Maniac. I genuinely like both of those shows.
Yeah, it's worth it. Folks, you heard him. You heard him say it.
You heard it right here.
Yeah. No, I'm so excited specifically about season 3. We're hitting season 3 of the X-Files, which is just one hit after the next. So
it's a real murderer's row coming up of episodes.
So guys, check all of that out.
We also have a store, tpublic.com/store/gamefully unemployed, where you can get t-shirts, mugs, stickers, posters, all kinds of stuff. Hopefully we're going to add some new stuff soon. We got a bunch of ideas brewing, so check it out.
Yeah.
And see if you want to get anything that will then become yours and then live in your house.
Live in you.
Mm-hmm.
Get it in you.
Yeah, you can swallow it if you want to. I think they're all edible. They're all 100% edible.
I don't see why not. I don't see any reason we can't tell people to consume our products, like eat them.
You can eat them, yes.
The shirts.
You can do that.
In theory, you could eat them.
Yeah, I mean, use caution when you're eating
the mechanics of it are perfectly sound.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, eat us.
I think that's it.
All right,
let's say goodbye, everybody. Let's get out of here.
Bye.
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 Get out. Get out of here.
Get out.
Go.
Our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can follow him on Twitter at @thecorlew, Corlew, and find more music at shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our artwork is produced by Justin Brown. You can follow him on Twitter at @JustinTBrown, and find more of his artwork at artnessbyjustinbrown.com and justinbrown.info.